And I'm going to take you on a journey through the Holy Scriptures as we examine and evaluate the words of the true and living Elohim, the words of the Most High. The Creator said he comes in the volume of the book. Lo, it is written of him. The whole book is written of him. So if you want to learn about him, you're going to have to acquaint and familiarize yourself with the whole book. And you're going to have to eat the whole loaf. And a lot of you think that a little piece of bread that you got is suffice. But the Creator said that in the last days, knowledge shall be increased. And they that know him shall shine as the stars in heaven. And some of us are shining, and nobody's able to put out the light. The Creator said that light, he said the people that walked in darkness have seen the great light, and they that dwell in the valley of the shadow of death, upon them has the light shine. That light has shined on us the other day. And we're going to let it try to shine on you. Even though you keep your umbrellas up, we're going to try to let it shine on you. Let's open up our scriptures to the book of Numbers, the 10th chapter. And as we study, it's going to be according to the Creator's method that he has ordained in the book of Isaiah 28:9. That's doctrine upon doctrine, line upon line, here a little and there a little. We're going to go line upon line. We found in the book of Numbers, the 10th chapter, the 10th verse, that it said,
also in the day of your gladness.
Also in the day of your gladness.
And in your solemn days.
And means in addition to the days of your gladness. And in your solemn days.
And in the beginnings of your months.
And in the beginning of your months.
Ye shall blow with the trumpets over your burnt offerings.
Ye shall blow with the trumpets over your burnt offerings.
And over the sacrifices.
And over the sacrifices
of your peace offerings.
Of your peace offerings.
That they may be to you.
That they may be to you.
For a memorial.
Something that we are always to remember. It is to be unto you as a memorial.
Before your Elohim.
Before your Elohim. We want to always let him know that we're conscious. And we remember all the good things that he has given us. In the day of your gladness, that you're being glad, your solemn feast, and in the beginning of your months. Hold that page for a moment and go with me to the book of Deuteronomy 26. And this message is not only for you, this message is for the world, because the Creator says, through Israel shall he be glorified. So if we are not glorified his new moons, if we are not teaching about the significance of his new moons, if we are not telling our people how important these new moons are, then who's going to exalt the Almighty? Who's going to magnify him? And who's going to glorify him? Nobody. Nobody's keeping it, and they're all glad, so they don't have to talk about it, because they claim they don't have no knowledge about it. But the knowledge of Yah is full and complete. Notice what it says in the 26th chapter, the 11th verse.
And thou shalt rejoice.
And thou shalt rejoice
In every good thing.
In every good thing.
Which Yahweh thy Elohim hath given unto thee.
Which Yahweh thy Elohim hath given unto thee. You rejoice. You rejoice in your anniversaries. You rejoice on your birthdays. You rejoice when your children was born. You rejoice in every good thing Yah has given you. And you'll be happy. Because you learn how to count your blessings when you rejoice. But if you never know how to rejoice, you never know how to count your blessings. Because everybody that I know that know how to count their blessings, they rejoice. And the heathen, he rejoices every year when he has another year. Every New Year day, even though it's the wrong one, he rejoices in it. And the Jewish man, he's going to try to outdo him and do twice as much as he do. So the Jewish man, he got 2 days that he has a new year in. He got a new year in the first month and a new year in the 7th month. And the 7th month is the one that he puts all the value to. So he said, we got 2 New Years. And he said, I'm going to rejoice in this. But look what Yah has given Israel. He not only gave us 1 day a year to rejoice, or 2 days a year to rejoice. We rejoice every month. Every month we rejoice. That's how great we are. And then we even overdo that. We rejoice every week that we have a new Sabbath day. Every day we say Shabbat Shalom. We rejoice. And not only that, the ones that are wise and hard, every morning they wake up and look at the rising of the sun from the west. They rejoice. They rejoice. So we got a lot to rejoice in. We're just a rejoicing people, just a happy, rejoicing people. And true Israel got a lot to rejoice in, even in the land of our captivity, even in the land of our enemies. David said, though I walk through the valley of shadow of death, I'll fear no evil, for thou art with me. The Creator said, when you're in the mountains, I'll be there. There when you go to the heavens, he will be there. So he's there with us all the time. So we don't have to sit around the house and say, well, I'm not going to go to the meeting. I don't think it's that important to me. Anytime the Almighty allows you to breathe another ounce of breath, you should be able to rejoice in the good things that he has given you. And the new moon is a day to rejoice. So just that within itself is suffice for me to want to rejoice on every new moon. But that hadn't even touched the tip of the iceberg yet. Let's get back to Numbers, the 10th chapter. Even though that's enough for a wise-hearted man, that hadn't even touched the tip of the iceberg yet. The Creator not only tells us in the 10th chapter, the 10th verse, to rejoice on our solemn days in the blaze of gladness, and in the beginning of the months. A lot of people say, well, that's not telling me to keep the new moon. Well, if it's not, then you look at this commandment here. Go to the 3rd verse of the same chapter. It tells us in Numbers 10:3.
And when they shall blow with them.
Well, let's start at 1 and see. Let's start at 1 and get the whole significance.
And Yahweh spake unto Moshe, saying.
So who spoke to him? Yahweh. Not JC.